You know, these days I am really gutted about how people rely so much on social media and kind of builds a picture in my mind that someone is holding a net trying to catch fishes in the pond, but then they never put the captured fish in a bucket. So while they're catching new fishes, the old fish will run away. And I think that's what happens on social media these days. And this is why I think you should put a course in your social media bio to capture the attention that you've tried so hard to gain on social media. Two things people do when it comes to their social media bio. The first one is what's called LinkedIn bio, right? You see a link and then you click on it and then you instantly see like 4 to 5 different buttons to different resources. And then the second type is that there's this join my newsletter on their social media bio link. So you get on and you're like, do I really want to read every week from this person? I don't know yet. LinkedIn bio, I think it sucks really bad because it's so distracting. Like you're not giving people one place to go, but you're really asking people to decide what they want. And we all know that people are not very good at doing that. And join newsletter is, well, something that I'm using right now, but I don't think it's good enough. It is so vague. When someone just get to know you on social media, they don't really know what to get from you. So it's important that you tell them right off the bat. So even if you have like a 5,000 email subscriber list, I don't think that's a strong value to get people in. Here comes that amazing thing that happened to me in my first year of sharing my knowledge. I made a small free course called Making Twitter Friends, and I just put it on my Twitter bio. And because it is so direct, it's so clear what people can get from it, and it matched really well with the content that I'm sharing every day back then, guess what? A lot of people jump in and they would subscribe to the course. And then now after 5 days, they would become part of my email list and hear from me every single week from that point on. And I was looking at the stats and it basically built up my business. And the people are coming from this free email course, not really from like a newsletter opt-in page. And that was really surprising to me. So then I started thinking, like, why didn't more people do this? And I was thinking, maybe because they didn't understand a few things. The first one being, you cannot do everything on social media. Well, I mean, you can. Some people literally live on social media every day. Mostly people who are younger, who don't have a family yet. With people like me with like 2 daughters or like 3 kids, it's not gonna happen. So being on social media all day means it's gonna suck your life out of it because, well, you don't have direct access to all these people who are, viewing your posts or following you. When you gain a follower, you actually have no confidence whether they can see your next post or not. But let's say you have this course on your social media bio. When people stumble upon your profile, they're like, this person is interesting. And wow, this course has exactly what I need. I'm gonna check it out because it's free. Well, by the way, I still haven't told you what course that is. But worry not, like they are in your email list and boy, you have direct communication to all of them. But maybe now here comes a really big question in your mind. Like, do you need to be in the course business, selling a lot of courses, to have a course on your social media bio? Well, I'm not gonna tell you yes or no just yet, but let's talk about this. Let's think through this. Why are you creating content? Well, you want to inspire and educate people about what you are good at, and you want to attract them into your world, right? So chances are you do have something that you're really good at. It doesn't have to be, selling knowledge, but it could be a web design company. You could be very amazing at facilitating workshops. You can be amazing at community events. So all kinds of business, but you still rely on social content to do the inspiring and the educating, right? So instead of competing with all the social content, wouldn't it be better if you can straight away bring this stranger of the internet into a distraction-free space, and then you have this one-on-one setup where you are either doing a text email course or a video course to share something like really good to this person across like 5 days? Wouldn't that be a better way to influence others? So I guess you have your answer now. You don't need to be running a course business to have a course on your social media bio. You might be thinking, oh my God, a course? Really? It sounds so big. I have no idea how to create it. Well, let's just say I hate big courses. I have a feeling that you do too. Whenever I hop into a course and it has like 80 videos, I feel that burden on me to even get started. Like, oh my God, once I get started, do I have to watch the last 79 videos? I feel a bit intimidated. What I can recommend you to do is to make an entry small course. Pick something very important in your field and it's very appealing to the mass audience in your field, and make it so actionable. Like they can do it in 5 days, and then you just need to create 5 simple lessons and then share it across 5 days. That's enough to get them to do it. And when they are successful, gaining that new knowledge or achieving that milestone, they will credit you and they will think, wow, you are the hero who helped me get there. And guess what? From then on, when you communicate with them with your content, they will read it. But not just that, you now become a go-to person for that topic. So you have a new fan, and this new fan is on your email list, and this new fan will potentially tell their friends about you. How amazing is that? So now let's take a short time to talk about what's happening at Small School. At Small School Studio, our community, we often run sprints to tackle different things like this one, building an entry small course. Well, it's often easier and more fun to follow a structure, have a dedicated time to do it together, and then bounce idea with your peers. So that's where the community comes in. Like if you really want to do a course and put it on your social media bio and you don't know how to approach it, or you have a ton of questions around, how to share your knowledge effectively online to grow your audience, I think you can check out our studio. So go to smallschool.is/studio and you'll find out this amazing place where we're very supportive and inviting. All right, make sure you check it out. Speaking of catching fishes, I don't mean we should never let go of this fish, right? A lot of people, they get paranoid when someone unfollows them on social media or they unsubscribe from their email list. They feel like that's the end of the world. Well, don't be. Because I've gone through this emotional roller coaster and I kind of knew what it means. Once you capture fish from the ocean, right, just like how you capture people's attention on social media, and you bring them into your pond, which is your email list, well, your job is not to keep them on the list forever. You don't want to keep the fish in the pond forever. You have to change your mindset in a way that you just need to focus on the fish and what they need the most and see if you can make their time at the pond really, really amazing. And when the right times come, they have to go back to the ocean, let them go. Because people come and go, our job is to bring value to them, not to keep them at the same place. All right, I hope this episode is helpful, and I'll see you in another one.